Hello, shining ones. Meg is here on a beautiful evening in Asha. I was just feeling we need some peace tonight. We need the Holy Spirit. We need to be in the presence of the all-good God. And what brought this message on? One of our wonderful friends in the comments, he was just having a rough go of it. He is training for a big run and he injured his knee, and he's just wondering, like, why do good people suffer? Did he do something wrong? Was God mad at him? And no, God is so proud of you, loves you so much. And you know, it's said in our holy text that before we even came into a body, into time and space and the earth, that we looked at our lifeline from beginning to end and chose to come. And you know, we could see with Vohumana, the God mind, that we would be born into a body that in our very genes and DNA would be sins and errors and addictions and anger issues and knee problems and teeth problems, but we still chose to come, my friends, to shine our light, and God is never mad at you, so proud of you, and you can never, ever, ever be separated from God or his love. And I want to start this with reading the very first prayer ever written down. It says, circle of oath, insurmountable divine circle of oath, heaven and earth's unaltered circle by oath. God is one and cannot be changed. God and man shall not be divided. You cannot be separated from God. You wouldn't have come. God wouldn't have sent you if you could be separated. And the angels are cheering for you. Asha, Vohumana, Almighty, Harvatat, Charthavarye, Emeritat, all cheering for you. So proud of you. The Magi that were, are, and shall be love you so much. You are a hero to step into this world and shine your light and not let the dark world dim your light, to bring your light into hard places like you did today. So proud of you. So the very first page of Asha says, realize you are from good spirit, made of good spirit, and you will return to good spirit. When you understand this, your vibration rises and you become a mighty spiritual force, creating in the plastic medium of energy. Asha 1, I am God's thought, God's perfect thought. The only thing that could come from his perfect mind is perfection. You're perfect. You're not a dirty sinner. You're not a mistake. You are so beautiful, so loved, so cherished, so adored. You are God's perfect thought, the only thing that could come from his perfect mind. I live in God's idea, perfection. The whole universe vibrates with expectant energy, for God is with child, creative thought. All throughout the celestial palace, the prospect of ever-expanding good radiates brilliant and bright with joy as the highest principle of good shines the light of observance on the dark waves. That is the plastic medium of creation, and in conformity to law, the wise Lord's highest desire was focused into form, young, timeless, and beneficial to all. Asha 2 says to know only good. And this to know, it's to be it. It's a union. And in our religion, Zoroastrianism, the Magi, God is just good, the highest principle of good. So we know this God, we be this God, right? A man would know his wife when this was written, meaning the two become one. And my friends, that's what you are. You cannot be separated from God. It's just a realization you always were, right? The separation was never real. The veils were never real. You just come into this dense energy and you forgot. But when you go inside, right, when you fast from the outside world and all the thoughts and stories you were told and the scary stories of God, and you go inside to that divine spark, and you just take that deep breath and release, and you're, oh, everything's okay. It was just a bad idea, a bad dream. Inside that divine sparks, know you and God are one. You and your good are one. And you remember, oh yeah, I'm here to shine bright, to just move that needle a little bit in your lifetime. Make those genes and DNA you pass on a little better. Move that needle from negative to positive, from hate to love, from war to peace, from lie to truth. If you just do that a little, you are an absolute hero. Be God. Perceive and understand only the good, and let your experience and practice be the same. Be aware at all times of your high standing. Always remember the covenant written on your mind, that you might not forget you are a child of the King. Asha 3 says, I have Vohumana. I have the mind of Christ, where you and God are one and there's no separation. Do you see a theme in Asha? You cannot be separated from God. You have the mind of Christ. You have Vohumana, that divine spark, that Fravashi, that God spark in you that is you. It says, my only job is to align with and hold continuously in mind the attributes of God: love, life, peace, joy, power, and freedom, and to be those attributes. My mind is God, but my thoughts are not always God. May my thoughts align with mind. Number 4, create with word. This is the secret of the Magi right here. We create with word, with energy, with frequency, and we use the original word, the perfect creator's perfect idea that we call Asha. Asha is the spirit of truth. It's heaven on earth. It's the perfect creator's perfect idea. It's the very spirit of God. These 4 powers are the mental power concerned with forming. Temperance, self-restraint. Do not sin or think the air. Don't think the lion illusion. Think truth. Think Asha, not the Druge, and watch the magic that starts to happen. Fortitude. Number 2, strength in facing adversity without fear, without worry, without doubt. Number 3, reason, a basis or a cause for a belief, right? You have to have a reason to believe, or you're just hoping or thinking, wouldn't that be nice? Or maybe trying to make a deal with a deity in the sky. For true Magi, magic, faith, power, you have to have a reason to believe. What is our reason? Again, it always comes back to Asha. The only thing that could come from a perfect creator's perfect mind. That's what we're holding, Asha, so that we make this world better and brighter and godder and gooder, my friends. Number 4, energy. You have to have energy to make form and matter. So we use source, we use Asha, we use Ahura Mazda, we use the highest principle, God good. I love Asha 5 so much. It says, believe only the highest truth and you enter Asha. As the wise Lord is perfect, so his idea of creation is perfect. This is called Asha, truth. This idea of truth is the very spirit of God. It is much more than not making a false statement. It is the true vision of God's ideal existence. It's the real above all that seems real. A lot of these toothaches and knee pains and just anger and hate and greed and depression, right? It's a reality created with a wrong mind, wrong thoughts, wrong gods, wrong frequency. My friends, but there's a capital R real above all that. It's Asha. Again, it always comes back to Asha. Asha is the source, the pure light. Zoroaster, pure starlight. My friends, the highest truth, creation in perfect order and harmony, where nothing occurs at the expense or harm of another. Asha 6, I look inward to the God mind, and I see truth, and I experience soundness of mind. Thoughts make your world. Beliefs make your thoughts. Reason makes your beliefs. Mind reasons. Mind is the reason. Know this, then the illusion goes away. Belief in only good. It is this complete trust that brings out manifestations now real as they already are. Right? The real's already there. The truth's already there. And how do we do this? How do we bring out this real, this truth? By reason. Again, what's our reason? The only thing that could come from a perfect creator's perfect mind is Asha, is good. It's love without the hate. It's peace without the war. It's health without the sickness and disease. It's life without the death. And yes, we knew we came into this mixed world, you brave hero, where we would have to live with the mixed world, the mixed energy, the lie and the illusion, my friends. And we just do the best we can to shine our light, to speak Asha with our life and our words and our thoughts and our deeds. Good thoughts, good words, good deeds. God thoughts, God words, God deeds. And you make a difference. And you know, and one day when you drop this body, you'll go back to that source, that Asha, that light, and they'll be applauding you. Thank you. Thank you for the lives you touched, making the earth better, removing the lie and the druge and the pain and the suffering. You made it better by being there. Asha 7's all about resonance. I know being grateful will bring more things to be grateful for. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for love. I'm grateful for family. I'm grateful for friends. I'm grateful for protection. I'm grateful for provision. I'm grateful for peace. I'm grateful for joy. I'm grateful for I live in this. I live in God. My good. We start thinking like this and speaking like this. And even when you might be going through a hard time, and it's okay to feel that. Sometimes your Magus feels sorry for himself, being in this world. But if we'll just take a time and be grateful for what we do have, and then just bring our light into that hard situation, show them, do you know what? Hey, Asha burns bright even in this situation. Love works in this situation. Joy and peace and kindness even works here. I'll show you. It almost made me want to cry because I'm so proud of you, Magi. So proud of you. Asha 8 says, I will seek first the thought of God. Asha, the perfect creator's perfect mind created a perfect thought. I am that thought. Will you say that with me? The perfect creator's perfect mind created a perfect thought. Put your hand on your chest and say, I am that thought. I am perfect spirit. I choose not to be double-minded. I choose to think God and not the lie. Right? We choose to think Asha. We choose our frequency, our vibration. We choose not to believe the lie and illusion. We choose not to let ourselves fall to those low frequencies because we know it's not going to help our cause, Magi. I am perfect spirit, God's child, thought, and spirit makes body form. Therefore, my body is perfect. My world is perfect. These are the high ideas we hold, my friends. And I know sometimes it can be hard when you're going through a rough time, but we just reach as high as we can. That's what we do as Magi. We bring this fire of Asha. We bring as much love as we can into the situation, as much light as we're capable. And even if it's a spark, you're beautiful. On a subconscious level, I live in truth, and the lie of discord disappears. The spell of separation is broken. For in truth, all is good, all is God. Asha 9, I am awakened to who I am. Do you know who you are? Do you know where you come from, what you're made of? You are God's stuff. You're a part of that God force, that God family, that highest principle of good of Asha, of the Magi that were, are, and shall be, of love itself. I have shed the illusion of the lower animal. I have let go all air. I refuse to hold the vibrations, feelings, or emotions of the lie. I live only in the vibration of truth, Asha, God's highest idea of good. My eyes will not see nor ears hear the lying illusion. I turn away if I sense bad energy. I turn away and remove myself if others choose bad energy. No one can force bad energy on me, for I am light, and in light there is no darkness. This opinion, this thought I hold is the key to the kingdom, and this wisdom rules both worlds. Asha 10, all about energy and frequency. Zoroaster always said, I who am attuning myself to Mazda, he would go inside and meditate and hold that frequency of love. You got to go in to find it, though, that pure love, that pure light, that divine spark, that Fravashi, it's in you. Close your eyes right now. Take a long, deep breath and see that flame of Asha in your chest. No, there's no separation from you and Asha. You are Asha. You are good spirit. You are love. You are peace. You are joy. You are power. You are freedom. You are God, good. I will ask myself a question, not concerned with how I want others to perceive me or an image to project, but an honest question looking for an honest answer. What energy am I? There are two kinds of contraries, ones whose differences are of function, such as hot and cold, high and low, light and heavy, and full and empty, which work together in harmony. But then there are contraries of substance which cannot combine, such as good and evil, love and hate, health and sickness, truth and lie, life and death. For when the truth is told, the lie is exposed for what it is, nothing. Where health is, sickness is not to be found. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. There's no big fight. The light just fills the room and the darkness is gone. The darkness is not real. The evil is not real. Evil spirits are not even real. My friends, the only thing that's real, capital R real, is the all good spirit, is Asha, is truth, is you, is love, is peace, unmixed. All these things, they seem very real, right? These evil spirits, the hate, the greed, but they have no substance. And as soon as that light comes, they just fade away. So ask yourself, what energy am I? Am I love or hate? Do I bring peace or discord? Do I hold joy or trouble? Am I fearful and doubting? Take an honest look inside. Is your energy good or evil? The energy of the seed of a tree will produce a tree. The energy of the seed of an animal will produce an animal. The energy of the seed of the good mind will produce good. And the energy of the seed of the evil energy will produce evil. Right? This is, check your emotions, your feelings, your frequency. Check that gauge. If you may need to adjust, breathe in. And as you breathe in, see that golden light of Asha filling you, healing all of it that it touches, knowing that in this love, the hate, fear, greed, distress, disease cannot live in this light of Asha. Let that light of Asha fill you with peace, removing distress and discord and dis-ease. Let that joy fill you. You'll feel it in your heart. Your heart smiles first, and then your mouth can't help it. Do you feel that joy of Asha? Breathe in that light of Asha. Hold it. Watch all the darkness go away. So again, ask yourself, what energy am I really? What vibration, feeling, emotion do I hold? That's what will manifest in your world. And that's the consciousness you take to the next world. It's all about dimensions. As you hold this, you're going to go to, it's a multi-worlds, right? Better dimensions, higher dimensions. So find God, the highest principle of good, right now. Don't wait. be the love, be the peace, be the joy, be the God good now. Today is the day of your salvation. Envelop yourself in God's idea. I am love. It's my nature. It's my name. Call me love. I am life. Call me life. That's my name, my identity, my frequency. I am peace. I am joy. I'm one with God, and evil cannot enter me. I live consciously, good thoughts, good words, and good deeds. Asha 11 says, I will release my own ideas to receive God's idea. Removing the corruption puts potentialities to their proper use. You must burn out the impurities to find true essence. Purity is a must. If your vessel is mixed with poison, pour it out and fill it with pure substance. It takes a long time to purify a vessel, one drop at a time. That, in my opinion, is too much trust in time. Trust God, pour out your vessel, and let God fill it with himself. Oh, Asha 12. It's so beautiful. It says, there's nothing for me outside of myself. I spent so long looking outside of myself, looking for meaning, purpose, affirmation, approval, love, truth, happiness, and even God, just to find myself still searching. So I quiet all the many thoughts and ideas and stories, and I go inside. And there, Vohumana, Christ mine, Jesus, I realize there's no separation from my good, my God. We are one. All the truth and happiness I was looking for is here right now. I am that. And now that I know this, it is, good is, God is, Asha is. And now Asha 13, which is my all-time favorite. If you want to screenshot that, if you don't have this book. Oh, Asha 13 is everything. It's the simple formula that changes the world. Good is good and bad is bad. If someone tells you that's God, you use this formula. Is it good? Right? If the stories are bad, it ain't the highest principle God good. Good is good. Bad is bad. The original word of the good religion is that all good comes from the Creator and no evil comes from him. And from this original word is the spiritual world made straight, and then the material world comes into order. When you restore God's image, right? You see with the religions that followed Zoroastrianism, they had a God that loves and hate, peace and war, could heal arson, sickness and disease, right? Could kill men, women, and children, just horrible stories. And so people took that mixed energy into them. And that's the world they created. You see it going on right now. You've seen it for thousands of years. If we'll go back to the original word and hold that word, the all good God, unmixed, Zoroaster, unmixed, pure starlight. That's the star the Magi followed and found Vohumana, found Jesus, found the Savior. It says, the original word of false religion is that evil comes from the Creator. And in this false idea is all the evil that creatures suffer. That's how we end suffering, is realizing that the highest principle of God good never changes his nature. If someone's acting the fool, he doesn't get angry and hate and smite and kill and war, right? He's always up in his high frequency and calling us up where we don't have to deal with that kind of a reality. We come up into the real, above all real. Asha 14 says, I am in I am. I live in God. God is good. God is omnipresent. That means my good is omnipresent. My God is here now. My good is here now. This is the change of thought that we bring to the world as we wake up, right? This is what we're shooting for. And this is what we want to see in the world, right? I live in God. God is good, right? We restored God's image. God is omnipresent. That means God is everywhere and everything. That means my God is omnipresent. My good is omnipresent. My God is here now. My good is here now. The only thing that could come from a perfect creator's perfect mind, it's what is. And we step into it as we can truly hold that frequency, right? And it's a process for all of us as we're transmuting things in us, like we talked about earlier, things passed in your very genes and DNA, fears, doubts, hate, anger, those low frequencies, right? And as we transmute those, we're moving up higher and higher and higher till we see Asha actualized. And we're a part of that, my friends. It's beautiful. Asha 15 says, tell the truth. Giving true witness, a man will be saved. Only think and speak truth to yourself and it will form, right? We only want to think and hold the frequency of the highest principle Asha, because our energy, our beliefs, our faith, our ideas, our stories we tell ourselves and others makes form and matter, makes a world, makes a reality. So we want to hold the highest real, the capital R real, the perfect creator's perfect idea, Asha, because that's the world we want to form. It says we think God's highest idea of truth, Asha, and you live. You keep the power of truth in mind and make it your model. Then trust God and let it be, because it is. You'll see it already is. That's what's real, right? That's when you get to actually see it. All those veils and lies fall away. The shadow just disappears and you see the truth, Asha. That's what's real. Don't worry or strive to make something happen. Don't try and force it, right? Just align, attune your energy, and it'll do it all by itself. Asha 16, everyone who is of the truth hears the truth. When man sins or thinks, speaks or acts in error, it is against his nature, for he comes from the good spirit and will return to the good spirit. God put the good mind, the divine spark, in all of his creatures, so it has a guide at all times. It's how the seed knows to climb out of the ground and become a plant, how the planets stay their course, and how man will find his way home to Asha, truth. And living in truth, it's a life without enemies, for evil, the lie, and illusion is rendered nothing. Right? When the truth comes, it exposes the lie, and the lie loses all of its power. So go, Ashavan, truth knower, in truth, and enjoy this wonderful life. You'll see this life is a gift, my friends. There's fun to be had, right? There's love. Knowing you are God's thought, living in God's idea, perfection. And all the Magi said, Asha is. Do you know this? Spirit loves you so much. Asha loves you so much. Sohana loves you so much. The Amisha Spentas love you so much. The Magi that were, are, and shall be love you so much. And I love you so much.